What's up, everybody? Yo, you're chilling with the hip hop guru. And you don't know who is here. Stonebwoy, the Big Nation president from Ghana. Yes, keep it locked. Don't lock off. Yeah? Boom!
What up, y'all? It's Mucho TV. I'm with the hip hop guru. We got a Ghana legend. Okay?
Boom!
Big up, Stonebwoy. Talk to me, man. How's Toronto treating you so far?
Toronto is amazing. We're up in the 60 dot. You know the vibes.
Yes, yes.
We landed.
Yes.
The big ship has landed from Accra, Ghana in the building. And we're about to take it by storm on Friday at the Parkdale Music Hall. Intimate things only with me and my family. You know what I mean? Ghana, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Senegal, Gambia, Zimbabwe,
Burundi,
Eritrea, Sudan,
Yeah.
Madagascar, go up to Morocco, Tunisia, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Guinea, Cameroon.
Yes.
Yeah, man, all of us.
He just dropped the whole African Union right there.
Niger, Burkina Faso,
Yeah.
Ivory Coast,
Yes, sir.
Congo.
Both of them. Okay, no doubt. So, my brother, you had some Jamaican food earlier today, and you just talked about it already, right? The origination of Jamaican food is Ghanaian food.
That's too intense.
Yes. No?
Yeah, you're like the origination of Jamaican food is Ghanaian food. I can't accept that.
Okay.
But the origination of some of the
Facts.
meals and food from Jamaica originated
Yeah.
from Ghana. I'll accept that with my chest.
There we go.
Ready for the bullet. Exactly. Example of that one is the rice and pea, which we all call the wache. Wache definitely originates from the northern part of Ghana, which is rice and pea with all its, beautiful things, ingredients, and etc. And Jamaica has a version, of course, which definitely has its roots and its inspiration from the wache. And a few more other dishes too. So, yeah, man. That's why I can eat it. That's why I can relate.
Yeah.
I mean, I love
The
Jamaica.
first bite, you knew right away.
Of course, I
Yeah.
love Jamaica. No two ways. This is not competition, but this is acknowledgement and history. Thank you.
No doubt. So, have you been to a little Ghana in Toronto yet?
I have to. I just got in last night.
Okay, fire. This your first time in Toronto?
My fourth time, but the last time was probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, you definitely. We'll show you later. You definitely need to check it
I
out.
want to get there. To be honest, though, I'm going right from here. You taking me there?
Say no more.
Of course, I
Say
believe
no more.
you,
Me
brother.
and Sam will bring you.
Burundi tells the truth.
Yeah.
One love.
One love, brother. So let's get into it a little bit. I don't want to repeat questions you hear all the time, but just for people that don't really know you that well, just real quick, like how was life growing up in Ghana until you dropped that first album? You know what I mean? That great number one. How was life growing up there? And then also a little side question is, how's your patois so nice? Like how does it sound better than my Jamaican friends? So just give that to me.
Thank you very much for that question. And respectfully, the first one was
How's life in Ghana, just in general?
In Ghana before. Of course, thanks for the opportunity for me to reintroduce myself. Like Jay-Z said, allow me to reintroduce, because even Jay-Z is reintroducing himself at that time.
Facts.
How much more a Stonebwoy? Every day is an opportunity to tell beautiful people that my name is Stonebwoy, aka Livingstone is my maiden name. I come from Ghana. My middle name is Kwame. You know what I mean? And before my first album in 2012, where I was like a little teenager, I was doing music all over, showing my talent everywhere I could, everywhere I can. And I think right from the inception, people have loved it, and I've realized that I have a mission at hand to continue to spread the vibes, the message of, African music, but with a touch of unity, whereby because of my inspirations from reggae and dancehall music, and I decided to put it together for the world to have a beautiful cocktail known as Afro-Dancehall reggae music. You can tell by the names already. And in today's time, it's going to be called Afrobeats because it encompasses everything. That's how I can describe my style of music and my style and sound of music. And then now you can also refer to it as Afrofusion because it fuses reggae, dancehall, Afrobeats, high life, everything that inspires my talent. Thank you.
Great answer.
And check me out on the socials and Google me too. Use and you can find me and DM me and everything. I'm friendly like that.
That's a great reintroduction. And so those dancehall influences, like when did that? I know the music is connected,
Which is right.
and I know the roots of Afrobeats have been connected with Jamaica since time. You know what I mean? But like for you personally, like when did that start with you? Because to me, you're the one who started the Afro-Dancehall wave.
Which
You know
is
what I mean?
right. Which is right.
So how did you get that? And like again, back to like my last question, like you speak so fluently in
Yes.
patois. Like how?
Yeah.
How did this happen?
I mean, I got that by being inspired by reggae music and dancehall music, which all Africans can relate to.
Facts.
Owing to the fact that it's connected, I'm saying, like, it's connected truly and truly in our DNAs as black people coming from the continent, the Kushite, So by virtue of all the factors that you can go check out that created reggae and dancehall music, there's still that evident part of blackness that still exists in there. So when we hear such music, we actually can relate. And especially the message is pure, the message is clean, the message is liberation, the message is freedom, the message is love, which of course we all need.
Yeah.
And especially in Africa, I think during the times where reggae music would be very popular, were times where Africa was fighting for its, independence across Africa, started by Kwame Nkrumah from Ghana. And then this style of music speaks to our soul, and stands for us. So
100.
as a child, I was born into that inspiration.
Yeah.
I was born into that inspiration. So those are the styles of music that I could relate to, including my African, music,
Right.
of course, and therefore my inspiration. That's why I, right from the onset, been pushing Afro-Dancehall reggae music because, I love it.
Yeah.
And there's a need for us to represent for that, because gone were the days I wasn't in the States at the time, but it was only cool to be a Caribbean.
Oh
a
yeah.
black person.
Listen. If you grew up in Toronto, there was a lot of Africans moving like they're Jamaican back in the day.
And there's history to that as well. Up until when it was very cool to claim your Africanness, it was cooler to associate with the people from the Caribbean who
That's
are
real.
closest to the West.
Yeah.
So now it's time. Everything has come to full circle.
It has.
For people to be proud of where they come from and etc. I'm happy. But I have always inculcated these styles and promoted, because I know one day we're all going to sing one song, because we're one people, what I'm saying? And we have it in our DNA,
Yeah.
And then also to answer the next one, thing is, when you think of hip-hop music, for instance, right, what comes to mind? English comes to mind.
Yeah.
You should be able to put some bars together, some slang. It has its own slang. It has its own language identity.
Right.
When you think about dancehall and reggae, patois is the language
Facts.
identity for that
Facts.
one. So to be inspired by dancehall and reggae, that means I should have been listening to a lot of patois and a lot of reggae.
Right.
Yes, a lot of patois. So
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there's a need to learn to show myself approved. I already is an African who can do all the African styles. High life music is the core of my,
Right.
of my inspiration, which is also the inspiration or the bedrock of the Afrobeats music today,
Yes.
owing to the style and structure. So, I just had to show myself approved.
Yeah.
And so I learned. And patois is such a sweet language.
It is. It's the same way that,
It's the same way we speak our local languages and all of that. You just have to
Exactly.
get the understanding. It's so similar in
Right.
tonation. It's similar in attitude and delivery. And therefore, I found it interesting to grasp it. But how I speak it better than some Jamaicans, I don't know.
Yeah. Like
But I get
not
that
from Yard, but
Jamaicans.
like
I get that from Jamaicans, of course. I
Word.
get that from Jamaicans from Yard.
Oh, okay, say no more. Yeah.
And this is no competition. It's just,
Yeah.
I tell you already, it's acknowledgement and
Acknowledgement.
history.
Because if you really respect patois, you're gonna treat it like a language.
Of
like
course.
being fluent in Italian, that's fire.
It's-
Everybody's gonna be like,
exactly.
that's cool. Yeah.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
don't know. I'm waiting on all my foreigners, my Jamaicans, to also speak some Ghana language right there.
Right.
If I heard
I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to
of
learn.
course, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if you try. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So there's no errors. The music itself is a language anyway.
Exactly.
So yeah, man.
So-
I
so
try,
that mean
and
I
I'm
can-
st- and I'm
yeah.
still learning. you know.
Word every day.
Yeah, you don't stop learning anyway. So
Yeah, no, that's fire, man. And like just earlier, like just the way that you started the interview and stuff, like naming every single African country, like I really respect that because like you're at this point you're a Ghana superstar, right?
of course.
And of course I love it. And at the same time though, I I always see you doing shows in Africa and everything. You're never turning your back on it.
Mm-hmm.
What I've noticed, and I don't want to throw any names out there, but what I've noticed with a lot of big African stars is that they get big and then now they're only doing shows in North America and Europe and stuff like that. Do you feel like it's important to still like give back to your people and still, you know what I mean, do these shows?
It's really very important, you know.
Yeah.
Which I think is I can tell you from an artist perspective that it is easier to run around Europe and America than it is to run around Africa as Africans.
Yeah. And
That's the biggest factor
yeah.
and the reason why you find out that many of us are accessing the fan base outside of Africa more often as you see, because organizing that and moving from one place to the other is easier and even less expensive, which is the real truth that we need to face. Because to travel from Ghana to Ethiopia is as expensive as traveling from Ghana to the UK.
Right.
And even so, to plan a tour route is difficult because one country, you know, really that's also a very major key. That's also a major key, you know, language barrier is also another key. And borders.
Yeah.
And visas. I have to get a visa to go to South Africa. I have to get a visa to go to Morocco. I have to get a visa to, you know what I'm saying? Like, so these are the factors that make it difficult for African artists to be able to tour Africa seamlessly, which is not supposed to be, because when you take a Europe, you go through Europe just like that and you plan your route, you do your stuff, but it's not easy like that in Africa.
Yeah.
So these are the major reasons, and many more that other people can share,
right,
that make it impossible. And I don't believe it is because we don't want to give back. There's no giving back in this. It's not like this is not a charity situation. You know, we are Africans no matter where we go, and representing for Africa is an obligation.
Right.
You can't leave it out. So we would love to, and I know people have tried. You know, some of us have done a few shows in Africa, and many of my other brothers and sisters have done.
I just saw you in Rwanda, like I think 10 months ago.
Exactly.
I'm part Rwandese too, so
mad.
I saw. I was like, that's
Yes. I was in Rwanda. I was in Zambia.
Yeah.
Of course, you know. So
that's dope. Yeah.
But hopefully, God willing, it's gonna get to a time where it's going to be very easy to travel around.
We need the
Africa
African Union to get
tour.
just as organized as the European Union.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay. And so I was gonna bring this up too. Like traditionally, like Nigeria has kind of dominated the entertainment space in Africa. But what I'm seeing recently is South Africa rising up, people like you from Ghana rising up, my East Africans like Diamond out in
Platinum.
Tanzania. Like I'm seeing that happen. And so do you see that as well? Do you see like everybody matching up and getting to the same level in Africa right now?
Yeah, man. There's a need for people to match up when they're inspired.
Yeah.
But like I say again, I repeat, we always focus on the competitiveness of it.
True.
More than the collaborativeness of the whole situation. And that is where the problem comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, credit has to be given to every little contribution that has been made to see us all at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean? A typical example would be that Nigeria has the numbers, 350 million. And they put in a lot of work also to showcase the talents from Africa, but as Nigerians. Like you're saying, I'm showcasing my talent from Africa, but as a Ghanaian. Collectively, we all get to see an amazing front. Collectively, you know, how do you say Burundi people? How do you call them? Burundians, right?
Yeah.
Burundians will come out. Ghanaians will come out.
Yeah.
And that's why a platform that actually brings all of us together is a one that we've been longing for. And with the emergence of Afro Nation, it's given that platform
Yes.
that has the possibility of bringing all of us together to continue to showcase us to, the world from Africa. You know what I mean? But you don't expect smaller populations, to be able to carry weight
Yeah.
as much as bigger populations.
Sometimes
would.
it is just sheer numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes based on that one. And it's not like other countries are not working hard enough. It is actually the opportunities that are also left. So when you consider it in totality, the businesses that go on behind the scenes that enable some visibility, for some of our artists from Africa is based on numbers. It's based on resources.
So just like as a trickle down effect, do you see sometimes like a crabs in a bucket mentality from some artists just because it feels like it's so hard to cross over? So they feel like, you know what I mean? Do you feel that sometimes?
Yeah, man, crab in a barrel business has been part of us as humans.
It's not specific
from
to
the
Africans.
Yes, Naya.
Yeah.
It's been part of us as humans. From the political angle to when Africa would be wanting its liberation and why Africa. I'm just giving an example before I come to the music because I want to broaden it so that the music is just a subset of the bigger reality. The arts and culture is a subset of the bigger reality, like you're talking about the African Union. You think if Africa was united like United States of America, imagine how blooming our arts and culture and industry would be. So we cannot be talking arts, culture, industry, export of these commodities without pointing, to the very core that can enable it to run smoothly and even proper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So crab in a barrel business has been the cause and a reason why we have staggered as a continent for a very long time.
Yeah.
And because the music, the culture, the arts cannot be boxed, is the only one that is slipping through the fingers of the crab in a barrel mentality. Else, that would have also been shut.
Yeah. See, like, I like how someone like you, and you're right, it's way more big picture. It's politics before arts and culture.
Of course.
That decides everything else. But I do like how you be collaborating with a lot of people. And I even seen, and correct me if I'm wrong, because Wikipedia be lying sometimes, but you went to school with Sarkodie?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Fire.
That's my brother right there.
Yeah, so you guys kind of came up together.
Senior high school, yes, came up together around the same time.
Yeah.
Been holding it down for Ghana. He's been holding it down for the rap scene.
Yeah.
Won awards, is a legend at that. And I've been holding it down for the cross style, which is Afrobeats and dancehall reggae music from time.
Yeah.
And we've been inspiring a lot of generations. I mean, we've been here for more than a decade. But we started as teenagers, bro. And it's just, that's how I say music is divine.
Right.
Music is actually a mission to represent for a people.
Yeah.
And send the message across. So once I've realized that as my obligation, I carry it wholeheartedly and I study to show myself approved and I push. I mean, back to the crab in a barrel business.
For sure.
It's very also like it's a thing that I want to speak against.
Yeah.
So that one can lift one.
Yeah.
One can push one. And also there's a need for real credit to be given to all the contributors.
Yeah.
Because, for instance, the Afrobeats that the Afro Nation Festival that went on in Detroit was literally founded by a company that is CEO owned by a Ghanaian.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can imagine the other
And he's bringing
people from different other African countries who have played certain roles, whether minor or major, in actually bringing it to the fore.
Yep.
But also you find out that really and truly, like I tell you about the fact that the back end really determines the front end, which is that you find out that the billing has 80% Nigerian artists on it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas, I stand to be corrected. I mean, maybe 70%, maybe
out of the
65%.
African artists, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that tells you that there are more people who need to be given opportunities.
Facts.
And I don't see this as a favor. I see it as, part of the programming so that it becomes even bigger and greater.
Yeah.
And of course, this is where I go back and I say the business behind the scenes actually only care about profitability and numbers and etc. So when this is the only situation, is the only case, then a lot of people are not going to be seen.
Right.
And that to feel like, they're going to be left in the back.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like they're, I'm not saying anybody specifically, but you're looking at pure numbers and you're just looking at short-term profits. But if you think bigger and you get the whole continent involved, then long-term, that's more variety, that's more versatility, that's more everybody getting a chance. And so the bag is bigger for everyone.
I mean, that's not rocket science.
You know what I mean?
It's simple.
It's pretty obvious, I guess.
Yeah, but it's not easy.
It's not easy.
You know,
it needs to be a collaboration with a lot of people with a big vision.
exactly.
And that's rare. You know
Exactly. And I think gradually it's going to get better.
Yeah.
It's going to be many more festivals in that line.
Facts.
It's going to, like you said, Amapiano has, I don't want to use the word all of a sudden because it's been running.
Right.
Amapiano has become a part of that emergence that,
Yeah, you even got a song on the new album.
Of course.
Fire.
I've been dealing with my brothers, Focalistic. We did a joint together.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually that one that is merging the Amapiano sound with the Afro-Dancehall sound, and we're having a beautiful intimacy right there. You know, where you have Apoteke as one of the songs on my new album. I have one with Major Leagues. I have one with Costa Stitch. May he so rest in peace. I have one with Heavy K. Like
even Far Away, it kind of had a Amapiano vibe.
Far Away is a
to it.
hybrid.
Yeah,
you know? And I think I always say that Far Away is one of one.
Banger,
I
brother.
bet you to tell me
Brother,
a song
banger.
you heard twice like that.
Banger. Far Away is the one.
You know what I mean?
Far Away is the one.
This is, I'd say again, acknowledgement and history and credit is my thing. I don't do competitions because I had to do it. I had to push so that people can also get inspired, because once upon a time, there would be somebody who would do something that we all have to follow. And when Far Away, produced by Jamaicans.
Damn, okay.
Yes, Far Away is produced by Fanatics. And these are Jamaican brothers in the UK.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm telling you about how we have to understand that we are all taken from one DNA of whatever we're doing. Yeah. And they produce that amazing sound. And I till I heard that beat, I haven't heard any beat like that.
Yeah. And you hit that beat.
The way they did it. Piano, hip hop, dancehall kind of that's the style. That's the future right there.
Yeah.
That's why the album is called Fifth Dimension. It's a sound from the past and the present and the future.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And so my boy right here, if you don't mind, I got a guest question for you. Okay? And so your favorite song, give it to me one more time. Or you know what, come sit over here. Because we debate over what my name is really about, right? So I want to ask real quick.
Yes, Saya. Yes, man.
So you have many hits, but my favorite song is My Name.
Thank you very much, brother.
Right from the beginning, you say how watch who you take with you when you make it.
Yeah.
And then you jump on to say,
after you make it, better watch who you keep around you. Enough of them are fake it. Tough time come, them no sticking with you. Don't call me name if you know hustle with me from the beginning. Oh, what a shame. Why do you want me to fail at the end of the day? Don't call me names if you know hustle with me from the beginning. Oh, what a shame. Why do you want me to fail at the end of the day? You only know my name. You don't know my story. Oh, no.
And that's what I was going to ask. And you also say that you just know my name, not my story.
Of course.
And that's pretty deep. I want to know, like, what's the meaning behind it? Like, what?
Yeah, man. Thank you. It's really about, like, people would know your name eventually when you become somebody, you know, because they say that when they don't talk about you, then you're nobody. But when they talk about you, then you're somebody, you know. So when they start to talk about you in all forms, because now you are available to their eyesight, you're the one they see, you're the one hanging up in the air, they only talk what they see and what they feel like, but not what they really know.
Where you came from, where you started.
Exactly. Because many people, not only a few, that's what I'm saying, only a few will be able to know your journey, you know, of what you've been through. And even so, sometimes when you climb up on a ladder, those same fews will not be able to understand you no more. They have to drop off. Yeah. Because they're not moving at the same speed like you're moving at.
They can slow you down.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, such is life. I think at a point in time, that was what I was meditating on, and I had to do a masterpiece of. And I'm really grateful that this song is a song that touches a lot of people's hearts too, because it means a lot to them. Like, you only know his name, you only know my name, you don't know my story.
I'm sure a lot can relate to it too.
Of course. That's just what it's about. Like, you knowing what you've been through or what you're going through presently or have been through to get to the point that you are, and people just insinuating and saying what they have to say, just because of who they think you are, but they don't know you.
Yeah.
For real. Respect.
So real quick, just to circle back to your new album,
Yeah.
which everybody got to stream, download, buy, and all of that.
Of course. Thank you very much.
100%. Like a little bit of a generic question, but still one that I have to ask. Like, what separates this album from the rest?
Yes. The name alone separates it from the rest. It's called the Fifth Dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually growth, because I've come a long way in finessing and merging these sounds that I believe inspire me and inspire the world, which is African music into bracket Afrobeats of today, plus reggae, plus dancehall. These are my major influences.
Shaggy, Dexter Daps on it. You got some heavy hitters.
You can find it.
Yeah.
You find out that, like Angelique Kidjo would say, featured on the 17th track of the album, popular, like, how did she say, like, pop music is African music. Like,
yeah, no, that's real.
like,
Like you're talking about American pop music, or
like popular music,
Yeah,
pop
for
music.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
African music
all comes
plays a
back.
lot of roles.
Hell yeah.
She's an elder, and what she's saying is really true. So these inspirations, actually, when I bring it together, inspires me to continue to merge these sounds. And that's why we were speaking about Far Away. Look, listen to a sound like that. It's different from everything I ever done.
Yeah.
Listen to a song like Life and Money. It's also like, yo, and I know that I had to push myself because I want to keep taking it to the next level, but I want to still remain Stonebwoy on there, but a refined one, which can fit into, different spaces, because truth to be spoken, I've been here for more than a decade. Started as a teenager, and so I can only grow because I'm willing to and I'm allowing myself to. So this album, like I told you already, is inspiration from the past that fits into the present, that is definitely futuristic.
Yeah.
These are sounds that are going to live on for generation to understand that, oh, that's a style we can drop. They can just reuse it as a reference.
Yeah, that's
But somebody had to go through the courage of creating it. I could have just done the whole album like a popular sound that we all know around the West. But I said, let's push it like I've always pushed it. And I find joy in pushing it.
right.
Yeah, man.
No, that's great, because I was listening to grade number 1 earlier today, and I'm like, damn,
Grade
that's a
one.
lot of progression.
That's
That's like a lot of progression.
Grade 1
brother.
was dropped in 2012.
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
Okay.
Yo.
I was like, damn, is this the same guy?
Yeah. I'm growing.
Yeah, no, I love it, man.
Don't you see my beard?
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming. You're getting that third puberty.
Imagine.
And one more question before we play a little game. I see that you're linking with some Toronto artists. You know what I mean? And so I just heard it. It hasn't released yet, but you're dropping with King Cruff. So how did that linking happen?
I've been following and watching King Cruff's stuff.
Yeah.
But when I heard that, we want to jump on a joint, I'm like, madness, I would. Why not?
Yeah.
So I jumped on it, but we haven't met in person. But I know both teams are very, both teams are friends.
Yeah.
I mean, my management and his managements too. So yeah, man, beautiful song.
Yeah.
Well tailored,
For
and I
sure.
had to give the combination of my Afro-Dancehall in there.
Yeah.
It talks about independence. It's like She Don't Need. That's what the song talks about.
She don't need. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a hot.
The title is She Don't Need. She Don't Need.
Yeah, it was all in one.
So,
yeah.
but you can start singing it your own way before it comes. Don't worry.
It's all up to y'all. Yeah.
So it talks about women who are independent, not in an independent way of shunning the reality and the existence of kings, which are men in their lives, but the fact that they're independent in the terms that they are capable of contributing their quota. They're capable of doing it by themselves, on their own, you know, and they're strong enough. That's the theme, and I love it. So you guys watch out for that one. King Croft, Stonebwoy, Ghana, Jamaica, Canada. You know it going,
yes.
Canada, Burundi, Ethiopia. You see me?
And then I got one. We're gonna play a little quick this or that question game, okay? And like, if you're trying to skip the question, you can. Right?
Okay. Would they put me in trouble?
No.
Okay.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I tried to.
Sometimes you say yes, and the police comes and you just said yes. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. We're gonna do about 8-9 questions. Okay. The first one is this. Okay. Toronto versus London.
Why do you want to put me in a corner like this now? I visited London all of my life.
All right.
So, you know, naturally, me have to say London. See?
Okay. Say no more. We gotta change his mind this week.
Exactly. You know how to catch a brother. But I love Canada. Like, Canada is my sister's dream country, though. I don't know if she want to move finally, but
yeah. Fela Kuti versus Bob Marley.
They are both.
You could say both. That's fine. That's okay.
I can say both?
Yeah, that's okay.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Vibes versus Movado. Again,
Don't
you can
do
say
that.
both. You
Don't
can say
do
both.
that. Both. I know the troubles you're trying to cause
No,
right now.
my bad. Okay. So we go do it. We go get off the artist.
Thank you for saying I can say both. Sometimes they just say you don't have an option, and I get
problem.
stuck.
Can I do one more artist comparison?
Go on.
Okay. Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac was very big, like Biggie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so both. Is it, okay, we go. All right. So now we were talking about this.
You got the punchline right there. Yeah, Tupac was big like Biggie, man.
Yeah, okay, I forgot you're a poet, fam. All right. All right. Ghana food or Jamaica food?
Ghana food, of course.
Okay, there you go.
That was
we got an answer. We got an answer. One girl or 1,000?
One girl.
Good answer.
Because one girl can give me 1,000.
Jeez. Okay. She's a new girl.
You know already.
Come on, man.
No, realistically, all you need is one girl. You don't need 1,000. You need one girl to make 1,000. When they give you 1,000, you will die on the way.
Yeah, Sam. Me and you got to change our lives, man.
Truly.
No, you're right. You're right, brother. Basketball or soccer?
Soccer. No, hold on. You the girls part. The two of you, man. Okay, no yawa.
What's understood don't have to be said.
I get it. This combination is you guys. They have to arrest the two of you. Ghana, Ethiopia, Burundi. What is this?
Crazy
combination. I fuck with it.
All right, last question. Let's get a little deep. Start world peace or end world hunger?
What?
Start world peace or end world hunger?
Start world peace
or end world hunger.
If there's no peace, you can't end hunger. I'm telling you. Yes.
There it is. Okay.
If there's no peace, you can't end hunger. And the hunger is being caused because there's no peace.
Because there's no peace, because there's conflict, there's people at the top.
All right.
Yeah, too much
Choose
corruption.
one now. Choose one.
Okay. All right. Good answer. All right.
Thank you, brother. Was that deep enough?
That was.
Because you said let's get deep.
It was deep and concise too. That's hard to do.
Okay.
But yeah, Mucho TV, Stonebwoy, go get that Fifth Dimension. Mucho, right? Mucho TV. That's my name as well.
Yeah.
We went the hip hop.
Mucho. That's like March.
Yes,
Spanish.
But in Spanish, but in Kirundi, the language of Burundi, it means light.
Light.
Yeah.
More light. That's it.
There you go. Come on.
Much
man.
light.
Yeah. Like.
So you put a Spanish and Kirundi together, you have much light.
Oh shit! Damn. That's gonna be my bio now.
Exactly.
That's fire.
Niceness.
But love, bro. Love the energy. You're about to kill it Friday.
Big respect. A Friday thing there. No,
I'll be there. I'll be there. Sam
all
will be
my
there.
G's. See all the fine guys? They're going to be
man.
there. Hey, ladies. Look at me twice, nigga. This man is going to be there. This fine boy is going to be there. And officially, they just said they want 1,000 girls.
Yeah.
I said I want only one.
Yeah.
So you got rooms. They have room for you guys. Make sure you all pull up.
Yes.
At the, how'd you call it?
Parkdale
Music
yeah,
Hall.
Parkdale Hall.
I can't wait to give it to you guys live. And of course, I'm playing with a band. Like, you know,
Great showman. I saw Monday. Great showman.
I can't wait to see you. God bless you, man. Stonebwoy, remember the name. And stream the album, Fifth Dimension. You don't know. Link is in the bio. Click on it. And let's send me a DM, bro. Don't waste time.
Come on now.
I'm friends like that.
Yeah. Yes, it.
Boom.